Hello, my name is David Kasabji. I'm Principal Threat Intelligence Analyst at Conscia. So cyber threat intelligence is essentially a process of transforming raw data, which is simple text sentence or IP address or file hash and similar, into actionable intelligence, which can then be consumed by a specific group of consumers. And what we mean with actionable intelligence is basically that the target consumer, it can be an executive or it can be even an engineer, can act upon the received intelligence, which means, for example, the threat detection engineer can develop a new rule based on the intelligence, or an executive like a CISO can make a strategic decision based on the received intelligence package. So the process is divided into 4 distinctive phases. In our case, in the first phase, we gather the content from various sources. In the second phase, we try to connect related raw data into what we call basic intelligence package. The third phase would consist of adding contextual data to that basic package to make this intelligence actionable. And in the last phase, the fourth phase, we will disseminate or share this actionable intelligence to different stakeholders. In these days, the attacks are becoming more sophisticated. So in my opinion, this is because of the evolution of cyber threat in general. So the threat actors have much more tooling at disposal to create more sophisticated malware. And with the capability of having sophisticated malware, the traditional defenses, so reactive approach to threat detection and response, is no longer sufficient. And we need something more proactive. And this is where threat intelligence comes in. It provides this proactiveness where we can anticipate future threats and can be prepared for any future potential cyber incident. So I believe there is quite few benefits for having threat intelligence in an organization, but if I would point out one, at least for me, it is the capability of preventing any serious cyber incidents in the future. And this is possible by having the capability of anticipating or even predicting cyber attacks with high confidence. By continuously monitoring customers' threat landscape, the threat intelligence analyst can then determine who has the highest probability to cause harm to the organization. And once they discover this threat actor, they can discover how they operate, how they work. And with these 2 inputs, so knowing who is the threat, knowing how this threat operates, should be sufficient input for any organization to improve their or strengthen their cyber defenses. Yes, so at Conscia, we were thinking or analyzing the threat intelligence market in Europe. And what we found out is that there are some challenges with it. For example, what we found out is that there is a lack of European-focused content in terms of threat sharing or threat intelligence sharing. And even if there is, usually it is behind some hefty price tag, like a premium fee. And the freely available intelligence or information is usually not actionable. So we tried to address this with the Threat Insights project. We launched the Threat Insights newsletter, which provides European-focused actionable intelligence each week, and it is for free. Yes, so it is indeed free and weekly newsletter, and you can simply sign up by visiting our website. So for Conscia Threat Insights, the gathering and organizing content is basically very similar to the threat intelligence process in general. We rely on different sources like open source intelligence, premium feeds, and the dark web, and even our own cybersecurity services. But we rely mostly here on automation. So the data gathering, the raw data gathering is done by automation, so we can efficiently scale this product. And once the data is gathered, we have a team of analysts that can go through the data, do some basic checkups, maybe basic validation about it. And finally, we involve some cybersecurity experts. They can be threat intelligence experts or from other domains, but they would provide some additional insights about that content, so it makes it more actionable. Okay, so in that case, the Conscia Threat Insights is not the best call because it is addressing the Europe in a more global way. So for the tailored intelligence, you would need to have a dedicated threat intelligence service for an organization. In this case, we at Conscia have, of course, defined some premium services that do just that. But my personal favorite is maybe the executive intelligence briefings. This is a service that I like because it is very lean. In threat intelligence, if you have any experience or not, I can tell you that the reports are really long and daunting. So usually the executives will be reading them to make strategic decisions. But because of the tens and hundreds of pages even, they usually don't have that much time. So executive intelligence briefings do the same. So we analyze continuously the threat landscape for the organization. We do some risk assessment and provide some mitigation strategies based on the findings. The output is very lean, very focused, and strategically placed. So it is a very, very good entry point into threat intelligence world for any organization. Well, I would recommend to reach to our local Conscia offices. We have great people working there who can then also advise which Conscia service is best for their needs. But I would also recommend to subscribing to our free Conscia Threat Insights because it is a great stepping stone into the world of threat intelligence.